Hey, Dave. Yeah, old days is right. Why you stay up here? Just be kicking it. I'll just be kicking it down around here. Yeah, that's how it is here too. They just had a fire about 40 miles from here yesterday. It wrecked 3,000 acres. These farmers are already worried. Crazy weather. When you getting out of there, Dave? Oh, good. You still thinking about making a move permanently? I'm in West Branch, Michigan. Beautiful day today. Oh, that's cool. I got to move that beehive when I get back. That's been stinging the shit out of Marty's relatives. I know. I've seen that happen before. I've been with guys before. It's so weird. I was reading up on it last night. They claim it's from the scent, from like body odor, perfumes, and sometimes it's the patterns. And it's a combination of that that triggers an alarm response with bees with certain people. I've seen it happen before. Just go into like a big warehouse where they're getting ready to store the bees for the winter. Take somebody with you and they get like stung 5 times in like 10 seconds. Yeah, stuff like that. Yep. Oh, that's good. That's good. That honeybee story is a big bunch of bullshit anyway. They got the media playing along like the whole world's going to collapse. Fucking honeybees are dying because of the people that raise them. the way that they're treated. And if it wasn't for commercial crops, you don't even need them. Honeybees weren't even in the United States before 1840. It's all linked to commerce. Almonds, blueberries, apples. There's no way naturally you're going to have fields these sizes planted with watermelons and expect them to get pollinated naturally. It's only when you jam 200 acres of watermelons together you got to do something like that. That's right. I don't believe it. It's a bunch of bullshit. I believe it, but it's not for the reasons they sell it to you. They're selling it as natural and food source. It's commercial. That's what it is. If everybody just had their own little patch of vegetables and stuff they grew, you wouldn't need any of them. There's all sorts of ways things get pollinated. Other insects, the wind, all sorts of stuff. Birds. Story's a bunch of bullshit. Just partying out here. Old country setting. Hey, Simple Life. Yeah, it's a great view. It really is. This is a super view. You all come back now, you hear? The Waltons. Good. It's going good. I'm watching this country scene go by. There's people going to church, coming back. It was good. I only got half of it. I forgot about that thing. I haven't been to it in a few years. It was good though. Caught the whole lecture of the second half, and talked to a biologist quite a while. Ran into an attorney I knew too. I talked to her for about an hour. It's a good time. Worked out perfect. They had another lecture on Michigan snakes, but didn't really interest me. So I just said I had a guy to kick it. Know what I'm saying? I know quite a bit about those anyway, warblers. But they had a lot of new data on them. They're tagging them now, and they track them in between towers, and it's super accurate. And basically, what they came up with since the last lecture I attended was how they're always looking for new habitat, even when things are going fine, which is interesting. And the exploring they do, even in the midst of raising offspring. It's cool. You know, they winter in the Bahamas, and that place is going to hell too. The fresh water's starting to disappear. The seawater's rising. It's changing the plant habitat. Blah blah blah. I like that kind of stuff though. Oh, they are, man. Man, bird migration in general is just absolutely fascinating. It's crazy. And when they come to Michigan, they go a different route than when they return to the Bahamas. It's really interesting. And like how they pick the Bahamas and stuff like that. They have a lot, as it turns out, there's a lot of drought problems down there. Yeah, I saw that. These people have been jumping off these cruise ships quite a bit lately. They all look like kind of seedy white trash. You know, they're all a little off. This isn't like, an Eagle Scout jumping off the side. This is some Jerry Springer family, fucking dumbass drinking a shot and a beer before he takes a swan dive. Good riddance. The good news is they won't be creating any offspring now because they're dead, so there won't be any crazy kids because of them. I'd like to give him a big hug, but he's floating somewhere out in the ocean right now. No, fuck no. The foul play suspect. It's bad genetics. If he was alive, he could sue his parents for creating him. Yeah, what a dumb. There's more to the story than that, though. What a bunch of bullshit. West Branch. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think you should take lunatics out on cruise ships and give them a chance to go bye-bye. Hell, I was daring my wife to jump for 40 years. That romance gets old. You go from like not thinking the shift's safe enough on your honeymoon to like cutting the clips that hold it on you when you fall in the water. My, what 30 years of love can do. That's what Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? That's no shit. Old Ike kept making her do that cocaine. Yeah, I didn't really like her, man. That shows you what marketing does. I didn't think she was that great. She didn't sing, she was screaming. Just some macho fucking granny up there with a short skirt on. No thanks. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for her age. That's the big giant asterisk. Yeah, for her age. It wasn't that great a body. I mean, it looked all right, but I mean, no boobs, big ass, really dark. You can keep it. Yeah, those legs weren't that great either. I mean, they were okay, but it wasn't like that. Just shows you what marketing. You bought into all that bullshit. She had every fucking laser and drug and Botox injection there was. That wasn't real. Yeah, thank you, Anita. I bet you too that if you ever got Tina Turner to tell the truth, she ended up finally marrying some rich German white capitalist in Germany someplace. But I'll bet you money, the good old days were with Ike. He was nailing ramrodding her with that big old black cock. They were getting high all the time, fighting, fucking, slapping her around, cops getting called. And then she had this like lifestyle with fine linens and 1,000 count sheets, butlers and maids. Just bored out of her fucking mind. She couldn't even tell her therapist that she just wished every once in a while she could go back and get high and get ramrodded by Ike. It just wouldn't have fit the narrative. So she just clammed up about it. Yeah, yeah, black guys too. Skinny calves, that's right. That's what kills most black bodybuilders. Yeah. Conflict driven, thank you. Tina never got a chance to tell the truth. Sandra Bullock didn't either. He got a successful Jewish girl that went to French finishing school, and she's dating this Jesse motorcycle building redneck motherfucker. And he just couldn't take it anymore. And Sandra never got to tell anybody what she saw in Jesse. He pulled her hair and spit on her just right during intercourse. And she could never verbalize that to the media. Everybody said, what are they doing together? I mean, he wipes his mouth with a tablecloth. He still thinks fart jokes are funny. He mistreats her. And why are they together? That's why. Old Jesse really lit her fire. But she couldn't verbalize it to anybody. That's why when old Jesse started fucking around, you saw the girl he got hooked up with. I bet that was a piece of ass and a half. I mean, she wasn't really attractive to me, but I'll bet just a freak. There wasn't anything she wouldn't do. Instead of that old prim and proper Sandra Bullock. You know, she'd probably go 1/8 of an inch down the popsicle stick and gag. Jesse said, fuck this. Life's too short. I'm going to lift these weights, fuck around with these junk motorcycles that aren't worth anything. Fuck this old Jew until the top comes off. And I think my enemy, I definitely need to consider him as a consultant. He's seeing through this bullshit. Oh, yeah, absolutely right. Fucking A, man. I bet there wasn't anything she wouldn't do. It wasn't just like going through the motions and stuff like that. You know, it was like this was an absolute beast in bed. Yeah. Sandra Bullock like gagging on a popsicle at Mackinac Island. What the fuck? Yeah, you nailed it, my enemy. Old Jesse knew how to ring her bell. I bet she'd still go back with him if he gave her an opportunity. He had a nice lifestyle, every toy in the world, and you just get fucking tired of it. He latched on to some world-class ass. I'm thinking about going into marriage counseling. I want to help couples just get through the bullshit they've been taught. I'm willing to help you, Simple Life. Simple Life's already come quite a. She's already been able to skip a couple grades in the chosen one school of marital etiquette. She's thinking way more now than she used to. Yeah. Yeah, Jesse knew what was up. That's why I'll Tina, man. You know another thing that doesn't add up? Here is this super rich guy that marries Tina Turner. He must have had a fetish, like for old ladies with like not bad legs or some shit. Nothing else makes sense. I mean, if you think you're a fucking billionaire, you're gonna have some fucking 82-year-old black chick running around in her fucking negligee? Fuck no. I have those big-breasted Bavarian girls running around giggling, chasing each other in the pool. I mean, it's just weird. And it wasn't like she was an intellect. I think it's fetish weird shit. Nothing else makes sense. Old Sandra Bullock hasn't had good sex since Jesse. She can't even tell her therapist that. Her parents are embarrassed. Nice Jewish girl just fucking gets involved with this white trash. I don't think he did. He could have been, though. You're right. I never saw him. He could have been, right? They could have been to some shit like that, too. Yeah, you never know what people are up to. Behind closed doors. You look at these. I saw this on Dateline. Conrath is his name. Konrath. he was an orthopedic surgeon down in Peru, Indiana. Man, did that guy fuck up. You know, I can understand. I mean, I can't now, but I could at one time. Getting jealous, you get fucking possessed and shit. You're going fucking nuts, breaking up with these goddamn women. You're following them around, making sure they're not getting fucked and all sorts of nutty stuff. And they don't like it because the new boyfriend doesn't like it. And before you know it, you're getting in trouble. And he got 10 years for stalking. But that's an interesting story. Conrath, read it. It was on Dateline. He should be getting out any day soon. But he was a fucking orthopedic surgeon, man, making $1.5 million a year. And if you look at the quality of women this guy was fucking around with, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, it just looked like a fucking honky tonk night at some white trash dive bar. I don't know whether he like manipulated them or what. Yeah, Miami, right. Oh, congratulations, Nina. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you moving? Yeah, Royal Oak's cool. When? When are you leaving? Yeah, when I was growing up, like in my late teens, that Royal Oak was kind of crappy. That's where all the white trash lived. Now you got to be rich to live there. Well, congratulations. There's a lot of lesbians there. The gay guys are mainly around Ferndale. Yeah, they're all over. There's a place up here too where a lot of lesbians, Lake Ogama. I mean, why that attracts the lesbians, I don't know. I mean, you can't call it a coincidence because if you look at the population, there aren't that many lesbians here in general, and then here you got 80% of them live on Lake Ogama. It's weird. Old lesbians too. Yeah, good for you and you. Congratulations. You got a job lined up down there? You've come a long way. Oh, that's good. That's a big start. You got to get sometime. I mean, you could be tits up by now, and you're alive, and you're got a new genesis, a new beginning. I think you'll really like it. Be careful going down to Detroit, though, man. It's getting crazier by the day. Yeah, that would be cool. How did your job take it when you told them you're leaving? Better get one last fish basket at the Driftwood. Oh, good. Yeah, you'll like it down there. You're too young to be stuck up in St. Ignace. It's amazing anybody can stay straight there in the winter. Yeah, you're too young, for sure. You got another 20 years of estrogen left in you, babe. Take advantage of it before that skin starts looking like leatherback turtles and the men aren't flirting with you in the checkout line anymore. Play that card, babe. Take it from an old lech. Line up those ducks as good as you can. It's not going to last forever. And when that ship sails, back in fucking St. Ignace if you don't play your cards right. This is a golden opportunity. Hey, Sharon. This is a golden opportunity. Goddamn sun's coming through the window. Starting to burn my leg. She's gonna get down there, man. She's gonna party. I think Martini's about 30. Martini, aren't you about 30? No, but it helped. Don't you think it doesn't help? I'm not saying you got to be a runway model, but if you don't think that's part of the equation. 43? I take that back. You got 7 years. 7 years. You got 7. You don't look 43. You don't look 43. Yeah, that'll be good. I think you'll really enjoy it there, down there. You're getting out of St. Ignace. Now, do you have the blessings of your mother? Yeah, there's an argument for that. You know, I remember reading an article about that like 35 years ago. Yeah, pickled. That's how they mentioned the Rolling Stones were still alive. And I was reading an article, strangely enough, on bodybuilding last night. And they talked about the different purity of the steroids that they were using back then compared to now. Man, these bodybuilders have been dropping off left and right. Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, good. Congratulations. Remember, if things go south, you can always get on OnlyFans and say you're 21. Or a mask. Yeah, large hearts, yeah. That's right. Yeah, you're right. That. Hard to believe. It's just like any obsession, you know, anything else. You know, you just get obsessed with fucking lifting weights and shit. It's not healthy, that's for sure. Yeah, I've been packed. Yeah, I have been. I got a lot packed, man. Just stacks of books. Yeah, absolutely hate it. Hate doing it. You know, they burned 3,000 acres here yesterday. I'm thinking about going up and looking at it. See what it looks like. I got my camera. I think I will check that out. Yeah, oh, Anita is leaving. Anita Martini. That's going to be a catchy name. Yeah, mine looks like a disaster too. I just don't feel like doing it. Be going just to Grayling, Michigan. Anita Martini. Should be heading south. Growing up. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, I should just pay to have it done. It'd be done and be listed. I keep pretending I'm going to do it. What a fucking joke. I'm the laziest son of a bitch that ever lived. Yeah, I'm having a house built down there right now. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna mail order bride too. As soon as the house is finished. I just clicked in the age range last night, 18 to 19. I'm going balls out. As long as I'm gonna get criticized for this, talked about, I'm going out. I'll understand it all. I can get in arguments everywhere I go. It's like, it's kind of weird how you're hugging your daughter like that. It's not my daughter, it's my wife. I'm going to be enemy pervert number 1. I'm going to try and recruit my enemy. I'm going to get a hold of Ralph down in Baton Rouge and say, look what I got. Ralph will look and just act like it's terrible and wrong, and Ralph's thinking to himself, God damn, you lucky son of a bitch. My wife is over twice that old. Yeah, you better come up with something, Ralph. She's listening. But I love her. Yeah, that a boy. Good job. Good job, Ralph. Good job. You gotta love her. You gotta say some shit. I mean, this is fucking desperate times. All these women know they can't compete with 19-year-old mail order Asian brides. It's gonna be so great. We're gonna hook Ralph up to a lie detector machine just so you can't. If you get mad at me, it's gonna be for the wrong reasons. I'm gonna hook Ralph up. It's like, Ralph, Do you hear me? Oh, yes, I do. Do you think my wife is gorgeous? Yes. That's a truthful answer. Are you jealous? Yes. That's a truthful answer. Do you wish you had one? No. That's a lie. No, I don't want a Russian one. No way, man. I want to live through this thing. I don't want to find my head in St. Ignace and my torso in West Branch. It's going to be so fun. You got a lot to explain to do. It's going to happen to you someday, my enemy. You're just going to get put on the hot seat with a woman your age, and she's going to start quizzing you about younger women, and she'll make critical comments. If you're around older women, that's what they do. It's like, oh, that's just disgusting. It's like, what do they have in common? It's like an older man with a younger woman. The men are thinking, yeah, okay, yep. Persona non grata, okay. Hackley House? Is that a strip club? Where is it? What do they do there? And I'll tell you if I've been there or not. Doesn't ring a bell. Is it a horror house in Tall Rump, Nevada? Now, I have been there. And I'm not bragging, but I just couldn't find a girl in a damn filled horror house that I was interested in. Not that I was going to pay for. I mean, if this would have been like the girls like walking in malls and fast food around West Branch, I'd probably still be there. But it wasn't. No, I've never been there. No, Muskegon's kind of an iffy area. Nothing to do. What do they do there? What is a bondage room? Oh, a serial killer vibe? Yeah, that's easy to do. I mean, you know, when you're 18, 19, everybody's having fun. There's nothing at stake. You know, you're just kind of, you know, having fun. I mean, you can go out and have a good time without thinking about getting married. And then you get older. I mean, they need to come up with a new name and not even call it dating. Because it's really not. I mean, they call it that because it's people getting together, but it's so different. This is like the difference between playing wiffle ball and being in the majors. This older dating isn't anything at all like when you were young. That ship has sailed, man. Now it's baggage and constant compromises, potential stepkids, financial implications, 2 homes, meeting their parents. It's just none of it is worth it. Oh, 1800s. Yeah, I'm serious, man. That's why you're going to go through a transition period if you stay married to the same person. They're going to say, we had our problems. Yeah, I can translate that for you. They weren't having any sex for like fucking decades. They argued all the time, and they both cringed when each other came home at the end of the night. Yeah, that's the translation to we had problems. Basically, the bottom line is they got sick of each other. You just couldn't, you know, you couldn't entertain the thoughts of sex, and you hated going anywhere with them. And you thought, well, I'll get divorced, which is bad because it's probably going to be worse, but you can't tell yourself that when you're in a bad relationship. Wow. Then you go to marriage counseling, and you're dreading it because part of this is like to keep from losing everything. And the psychiatrist says, now, honesty is an important factor in whether or two you're going to make it. And I'm thinking, I'm considering, Tom, do you love your wife? And I'm thinking, hell. No, I said, I don't think I do. It's like, why? It's because I hate it when she comes home. She's terrible in bed. And she's no good with money. And why would I love her? Yeah, that's sort of true, That all about honesty. That's a moving target. Because they'll accuse you of having a lack of tact and etiquette if you come across as too honest. Face it, the whole thing's a fucking sham, man. You go lyrics. It's true. What's love got to do with it? And I had an old Jewish lady tell me when I was a teen, love is a decision you make, and ain't that the fucking truth? Indians, these arranged marriages, these Sikhs. They said, you're going to love this guy and you're going to marry him and you're going to live 50 years together happily ever after, whether you like it or not. And it seems to work. So weird. No, you got to watch that. It's a slippery slope, Anita. You're an adult woman now. You know how to play the cards. You're getting into a different age range, too. You know, a guy in his 60s is going to treat you like an 18-year-old beauty queen. So you may be able to pull off just being financially solvent, not have to do shit. Just drive through the neighborhood. You can criticize it all you want, and women say, I could never do that. The fuck you couldn't. You'd be surprised the bullshit you can put up with and not have to work and just put up with this guy and live a great lifestyle. You can have every shopping spree you want. Nice house and maybe don't do shit. Your big day is getting a $10 Starbucks coffee and going on the internet and buying shit. Now, is that the happiest life in the world? No, but if you look at the alternative, it's not that bad. You gotta look at stuff without rose-colored glasses on. You know, snag yourself a doctor. You know, my CPA, his son got married like that. There are women that go and move to medical schools around the neighborhood and just hang around the libraries and shit. Bending over, picking up pencils, no bra, and it works. You got a lot of these smart guys or, you know, good students that make great incomes, but they're nerds. They have no social skills. And, you know, that's about the only way they're going to, like, meet women is if the women come onto them, and it works. Now, you can say where they're selling out. Everybody sells out in one way or another. That's why there's such disappointment. That's also why divorce is so high. It gets real. Everybody's compromising things. You get what you can get. Just go out with your friends on double dates. I've told people before, John, Mary, you guys need to look each other in the eye. If either one of you could have done better, you would have. There is kind of a Peter principle on who you select to be with, like it or not. I mean, you're not getting a bunch of toothless waitresses marrying neurosurgeons. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that mesh. You're going to get a just crazy mismatch here and there, but by and large, it's just like these people seem to find each other somehow. Right. Look, you can be miserable broke, or can you be miserable with it? And believe me, whether it's the best looking guy in the world hung like a horse that talks shit in your ear, asks how your day went, opens the door for old ladies, fosters puppies, rocks crack babies to sleep on Christmas Eve, you're going to get bored with him too. So with that in mind, just go follow the money. It's a hell of a lot easier to be like, and I'm not saying you're going to be absolutely miserable. You know, familiarity breeds contempt. That's no shit. I bet 85% of the women that, you know, claim in a survey they're happily married are bored out of their fucking mind. It's just the nature of the beast. And once you get comfortable with that and you accept it, then you're not going to have this giant carrot floating over all your head and testing the waters and having affairs and getting legal separations. You can go out and get banged by a new guy for 6 months that you found out was indoors. You just don't know what's what. If there was a guarantee, I mean, we'd all have a better outcome. You got to plan an attack. You plan everything else, what you're going to eat, what kind of car you're going to buy, where you're going to live. Why not plan the kind of relationship you want to be in? It's like, this is where I want to be. Yeah, big giant ring. Even you're going to be doing shit, Anita, that you never thought you'd do before. You were going to get that tattooed ring on your finger that's fucking $50 at a place. Instead, you're going to have like a big old 5-carat thing and just like, you know, you're going to feel uncomfortable about the first day. And then after you've had it and you see what the finer things in life bring, you're going to say, this shit is great. You're not going to be dyeing your hair out of a box anymore. It's going to be $250 to $300. You're not going to be doing shit except smiling. My enemy knows how the world works. He knows what's up. I'm going to see the 3,000 acres it burned. Yeah, giant carrot ring. This is how the marriages really work. This is how it happened with me. I probably would have never got married. You're dating him, you like him. It's pretty good. I mean, as good as can be. You get tired, you fight, you like him. You break up, you're wondering how many times they're getting fucked in the next month, and you're telling your psychiatrist, hey, I'm really jealous over this shit. I know that we broke up. She's a fucking nympho. And I know she's out getting fucked somewhere, and it's driving me nuts. And he said, well, you two are no longer an item. It's like you're treating her like property. It's like, I'm not treating her like property, man. I'm just jealous over this shit because, and that's what motivates you to try to make things up. It's like, God damn it, we're broke up. I know she's getting railed somewhere else. I try not to think about it, but it's on my mind all the time. So then you pin her down. It's like, hey, what have you been doing? It's like, oh, not much. You date. Yeah, I've been seeing a few people getting, dog style, bent over. Right away, she's seeing a therapist saying that she doesn't need to discuss what she's done with other men. Then you get mad, start calling her dirty names. Then you fuck for about an hour. And then you think, this, I miss this. This is some fucking great sex, man. And then you say at the end of it, after you get a stress fracture in your hip, bringing back the old days, you say, you think we could make another try at this? Because you just, as a male, you just cannot stand the thought or her getting railed like this by someone other than you. So you get back together. And then you do, and then they're getting older. No matter what they say, no matter what they tell you, they're fucking lying. In this culture, if you're a straight, attractive female, there's two fucking things in the back of their mind all the time. No matter what the hell they tell you. Yeah, they got a million fucking excuses. The first one is getting married. I mean, you're better off being divorced 5 times than never being married. That really turns on the fucking radar, sends up the flags. And the second, even the biggest selfish person in the world, women and having babies, that's in there. That's in their mind. And there's a transition period that comes between when they can have them, when they can't. And that's on their mind too. It's those two things. But as women get older, so what happens is you're stretching this shit out. And they finally said, this is what happened to me. It's like, if we don't get married, if you don't propose to me, then we're breaking up for good. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking this. Do you think you'd miss me? And I'm thinking, fucking A, but not for the reasons you think. So I said, well, fuck yeah. She said, I'm going to give you a week to think about this. And, no pressure. It's like, yeah, no pressure. You're asking me to fucking potentially give up the greatest sex in my life. No pressure. This is the most pressure I've ever experienced. And then I think back and I go through my porn collection. I go through all my dirty magazines. I think nobody in any of this shit is the piece of ass she is. I mean, this girl will do everything. Just an animal. Screams, yelling, blowjobs going down the highway. What's there to think about? Of course I'll marry you. But I don't want to show my hand that early. So I wait the full week. She says, well. And I said, yeah, let's get married. It's like, I don't want to force you into it. I'm not going to get somebody else for the next 15 to 20 years, and I know I'm never going to get any better at sex than this. And I can't verbalize any of this because if I did, then it's over for good. Just say, so that's what it boils down to you, sex, huh? That's all you. That's all you're getting married for. Now, I mean, $200. I think you have a very low bar. uh, shit, yeah, man. Hey, I shit you not, man. You're gonna think I'm making this shit up just to fit the story. But I have to spend a half hour with this fucking mail order preacher because I was supposed to go to jail for investigating a judge. And after a half hour, like an independent consultation with him, he told me that he didn't think we should be getting married. He didn't even hear the sex story part. And I said, well, you know, I didn't ask for your opinion on that, motherfucker. You were running fucking classified ads about fucking marrying people. Now fucking get with it, because I don't have enough time to find another loser like you. Fucking motherfucker, man. God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna check out these forest fires. I'm gonna see what got burned, what didn't. They shut this exit down, this 4-mile exit. Really, man, I'm gonna do this shit. Me and my enemy, we're gonna come out with marital things. Now, I will stick our reputation on this, and that is that you don't like what we say. Yeah, we're crazy. We have no credentials. The fuck we don't, man. We've been around. We've done this shit. We lived it. That's more than any book can ever spell out to you. And we're just going to give them our experience and what our behavior got us. What we should have done, what we didn't do. What we did do and got it broke off in our ass. And it's going to be a higher batting average than all this other bullshit that these fucking marital counselors and psychiatrists say. Yeah. We're going to get bumper stickers. Yeah, we're going to celebrate our success. We're just going to cut through this fucking bullshit. We can't possibly do any more harm than what traditional counseling has done. Really, everybody is going to leave our session and they're going to think with clarity of mind. You know, they're not going to discount great head driving down the road. They're not going to discount impromptu blowjobs at rest stops. Why people are walking their dogs on both sides of the car. They're going to realize how important this is and that it does fortify a marriage. Yeah, well, I got my assistant, my enemy, and we're just going to go and we're going to help marriages. Yeah, so they're going to come in, we're not getting along, we're arguing. It's like, you guys have bought into all this fucking bullshit, man. We got Janie here. She's afraid you're going to think she's like acting like a whore if she really gets into it. You got to just free yourself. This is a room where just you two are in here, and of course we've got Tom over here with the camera. Just express yourselves freely. Yeah, no, these people we're going to save these marriages. And here's the thing, we're not just trying to save bad marriages. If they don't meet the criteria and they're not receptive, or they think there's something wrong with us, well then, here's your money back and go somewhere else. We're not, trying to like get you to believe something that isn't possible. I'm going to immediately suggest that the women quit throwing out the husband's porn collection. Don't do that. Just let him have it. Big deal. He doesn't know these people. He's just watching it. It's helping you. You're going to have a lot less sex when you don't want it if you allow him to have his porn collection. Oh, sure. Yeah, Frederick, he's been around. Yeah, Frederick got it fucking broke off in his ass a couple times. At least once for sure. Yeah, I'd love to have you around. This is you bring a lot to the table. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. You are welcome for sure. Yep. Just make sure the only thing we ask from you is that you tell the truth. Yeah. Well, they say, that's the first thing they tell a couple when they go to, when they're having pregnancy issues. that's the first thing they tell the guy to quit jacking off. You know, it's no kidding, this is true, and any of the married guys out there will vouch for this. You jack off more than you were married than when you were single. That ain't no shit. That's another little fun fact we'll lay on you the first day in class. Yeah, we're gonna just get rid of all this fucking bullshit. Any woman, and plus, we're not just gonna take, you don't take on clients that you know are gonna be, they say 99% of your problems are 1% of your clients. So if my enemy and I get somebody to come in, they're using us as consultants, if the wife says she does not into blowjobs, never will be, then you don't qualify for our services. This is a bad result, We want a good batting average, and some people just don't meet a good outcome statistic. Yeah, we gotta have, people, it takes two to tango, Yeah, that's true, but yeah, but I think, there may be something to that, but I think it's subtle. And, if you look at fertility with females, it really drops off at 30. I can remember thinking one time, between 20 and 30, it's like, man, this is great, man. These women want to fuck as bad as I do. And then from 30 and 40 and 40 to 50, they don't. So you're just lucky for that huge surge of hormones at a young age. Plus, they start getting smart by then, too. Once women get around 30 and got at 40, man, you're not pulling the wool over their eyes anymore. All these women have been fucked 10, 15 times, never heard from the guy again. They don't want that result. They knew they gave it up too early. And there is a protocol for love. You start doing around the world in 69 and with your husband on the first date, and my enemy and I would not recommend that. A deal breaker, you just can't do. You got to use common sense, for God's sakes. Just please use some common sense. It might sound great, but the whole idea here is a happy, long-term relationship. And you got to set that fucking trap, for lack of a better word. It is a trap, but it isn't like a trap that breaks an animal's legs or something. It's a mutually beneficial trap. You both benefit. You don't have the worry of, going on a cruise and paying for double occupancy because you're just a single guy in there whacking off by yourself. You've got a wife to bring. You'll hoist your 350-pound ass up there in the same thing they use to hang the lifeboats, because you did the math on what it'd take to get rid of her, and even though you didn't want to go on this cruise, you put up with it. You've got every excuse in the world. Your neck hurts, your head hurts. Hey, Summer. And another thing, and my enemy is an expert. My enemy, you got to give respect to the woman you're with. You can't be down there on a cruise ship, drinking, dropping your inhibitions, and just ogling all these women in these bikinis. I'm telling you, these women watch for that shit. You got to practice that way before you try and put it in use in the real world. And do not be talking about young women. And these women will set you up too. The women will say, hey, honey, look at that girl. Don't you think she has they say things like a nice shape, a nice figure. They want to know where you're coming from. Are you paying attention to this shit? This is where you got to step up your game. It's like, yeah, it's all right. It's no big deal. You're hoping that you can't excuse yourself and go whack off thinking of her right now. But you cannot show that card. You need to say, yeah, she's all right. She's probably, and if you really want bonus points, you'll say like, oh, she's probably really stupid. Or, keeps a dirty house. You're like trying to diffuse this fucking shit. It's like, no, I think she's all right. It's like, I don't think I could do anything with her. Just lie your fucking ass off. If Pinocchio is real, that nose would just grow through the side of the fucking ship. Hey, Retro Mike, how you doing? Where you been, man? Yeah, dark. But you got to be smart. And another thing too. Another thing. Do not do this. Do not talk about young women. Don't do it. It's a killer. My wife used to tell me. She said, "I know. You know, I see this. I see your whole persona change when it's somebody good looking. You're just friendly and you want to help them change a tire, and you're just like, I wish you'd just treat me 10% that good." It's like, well, I did at the beginning. So you gotta run interference if you really want to like hit that top rung, the gold standard. You gotta practice this behavior. If you're at a wedding, the first fucking thing you want to do is go do a slow dance with a fat woman. It's going to show that you're just not some skirt chasing pussy chaser. You've got some etiquette. You're there to have a good time, and it's just a dance. Do these things. And you're going to find that we're going to have a much higher batting average than everybody else. And the women, just once a year, just go to the adult bookstore and just pick out 10 of the raunchiest fucking dirty magazines you can have. Just pick out 10 of them. Just come home. Your husband comes in from a long day of putting up with bullshit. And you say, honey, I appreciate you working hard for this unity we've granted one another. And I got you these. And you just hand him 10 of the dirtiest magazines you could find. And he said, what is this? It's like, I just like you to take these and jack off whenever you felt like it and just relax. I know you've had a hard day and you're working hard for the family. And that'll be the first sincere hug you're going to get. And what's wrong with that? It's like, man, I got a really cool wife. All my buddies are hiding these fucking things. They got them under rugs, between mattresses, jammed between the drywall and the garage, and my wife's buying them for me. And that is what fosters a deep love. That's what'll foster a deep love. Nobody's gonna be saying to you, hey Tom, guess what my wife got me last night? It's like 10 of the raunchiest, dirtiest magazines. No, you're going to be the only guy that's going to make you feel like $1 million, that your wife is cool. She realizes that men are like this. It doesn't have anything to do with infidelity. And she might as well get it all out in the open. There'll be no arguments here with your hubby's porn collection. Now this is where this fire was. 3,000 acres burned. This was shut down right here yesterday. Shut down. Just shut the fuck down. It's super dry. The state caught this on fire one time accidentally. Damn near wiped out the curlew warbler. That same thing that bird lecture I went to yesterday. I pinned these fucking biologists down. You know, I read a lot about shit. I got them fucking squirming before I left. Especially about euthanizing cowbirds. I set that trap for them. About everything should live. Cruelty. And then I fucking ram it up their ass and just watch them squirm. It's like, well, there are exceptions. Like, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, Grayling's only like 34 miles. Now, this should be southwest, yeah. Should be out here somewhere. My detective training has got me looking for dark charred trees where the fire was. How's that for you, huh? For some detective work. But the states, they've had some of these controlled burns go awry. There's people driving slow back here, but they're trying to find it too. It's 4 miles southwest of town. Be about here, around here somewhere. No, it's really good. I think it's kind of like simple. You know, it's kind of dumbed down just for the community. They have it every year. This year it was in the high school of the Roscommon. I didn't know you liked birds that much. Curlew warbler's an interesting bird. I think it is. Now, 3,000 acres, quite a bit. Yeah, amazing they ever get these fucking things put out. I mean, you got 3,000 acres burning. I mean, where the fuck do you start? Shit, I'm surprised the whole state didn't burn up. I mean, stuff is really dry. I'm going to get my YouTube videos up, and as soon as I get back here, I'm going to start launching some bottle rockets. Just fling them out into the woods. They'll go out. Yeah, I love birds too. Yeah, I really do. Well, I don't think I should go too much further west. Hoping I just get lucky and find this. But, like they said in the lecture, I know this already, fire does a lot of good things. I mean, you're not going to agree with that when the 30 acres that you looked out your front window is now a charred rubble and you'll be dead by the time it grows back. I'm talking about longer term than that. Longer term. Yeah, no, it's weird weather, man. Weird weather. I never drove down this way, though. Maybe I'll take a left up here. Yeah, no, it's crazy. The weather's... I mean, anybody that doesn't acknowledge that the weather has changed. Now, why exactly? No, I'm not going to go down that one, I don't think. Why? Who knows? But it has. No, I'll go down this one. Hey, little Lou, how you doing? Yeah, I'm probably nowhere near this fucking place. It said 4 miles southwest of Grayling. That's where I'm at about. Hope I see someone. I want to ask them. Where is that damn fire at? Oh, what's this? A fucking cul-de-sac? God damn it. Oh, you have great weather. Good for you. Cul-de-sac keeps a lot of crazies from driving by. You know, a lot of people are moving up to these northern places, just getting away from these crazy places. And I'll find this fucking place. I may not be far west enough. Oh, that's cool. I do them when I get some good ones. I wasn't set up right till recently. You know, I had the slowest goddamn internet in the world, and I just got good internet about 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews. Do you know somebody that'd like to do an interview? Anybody want to come on and interview? I'll interview them. I like doing it. I just haven't had anything compelling. I've had people that get a hold of me, but it's the same old shit. I mean, I'm just kind of burned out about, you know, unsuccessful stories. It's fucking just a downer. You know, I experienced a lot of those. And I'm trying to, like, curtail it, I think. I know there's a little fire there. Come on, motherfuckers. Where is this fire at? GVC stump grinding. I'll try this way. We can do it whenever you want. I like doing interviews. I just want to get you to relax, breathe out, ask you some questions. It's not a ball buster. Just finding out why you do what you do, why you don't do it anymore. Basically, your path is escaping that shitty lifestyle. I want to preach. I want to preach to the believers. We're going to recruit some people from the UK. I think Little Lou would be our first choice. Just a freakazoid. We're going to blow some of that dust off her fun sensories. Yeah, well, it's something to consider. It's something to consider. I would agree with that. I tell people. But it's up to some people love to tell their story. And other people would rather remain private. So you need to find that out. You need to consider that. But it's not like and it's not like I'm trying to trick you into talking about something that you're going to regret. You got to think, am I doing this? You could, if it at the end of thinking about it, that you really can't ribeye. You can get ribeye like in a big loaf. It's expensive as hell. You can get it at Costco. It's like $130 for like a 7-pound one or some shit, 6-pound one. But it's good, and that's exactly what you want. Something that's time to slowly bring. The nice thing about cooking those ribeyes is it's the good fat, the marbling, so you don't have to drag through that 160 to 180 to get that collagen melt. It's a better meat. It's almost 3 times as much as brisket. Yeah, get choice if you. I mean, not choice, prime if you can. Get prime if you can. It's another couple bucks a pound, but it is worth it. Yeah, it got to where they were just picking apart everything I did. I'm gonna do it again now. You just watch. I'm all ready to go again. No excuses. Alice in Chains. No excuses. Alice in Chains. I could go up to this west. See, it was 3 miles southwest. Alice in Chains. No excuses. Farm fresh eggs. You can notice a difference in farm fresh eggs. The chicken or the egg, it's no shit, isn't it? Which one came first? So you get nailed with these same kind of doozy questions in marital therapy. Chicken and egg, fuck yeah, good question. Which one came first? I don't know. There's all sorts of shit like that in a marriage. How'd you do this? How'd you do that? Shit, it's the same kind of wacko fucking logic. I don't know. Just kind of happened. Motel 72. Cal Casca. Oh, we'll go down here a little ways. I'll find it. Yeah, Angry Chair is great. That's my favorite band, I think. That and Led Zeppelin. If I had a chance to go to a concert, though, I'd have rather went to see Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains. That's another thing, too. You get older now. It's like, it was so fun going to concerts. You know what? Now what I'm going to go see? take my date to see a fucking Nat King Cole reinvented. What the fuck? Sit there and shoot myself up with 3 cc's of Thorazine. My 65-year-old date. Be carrying around a goddamn paddle with me in case she strokes out during the concert. It's just not that fun. Yeah. What are they doing there? Oh, they're getting ready. I'm gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Look at this pretty lake. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Hey, Mark. The whole truth. Did you do your pirate radio? Oh, good for you, Summer. What road is this? Eagle Point. Yeah, I'm going to go down that one. Eagle Point. They said southwest, 4 miles southwest of town of Grayling. Well, where the hell is it then? Shouldn't be much more than this. Let's see what roads is up here. McIntyre Landing. Yeah, I'm going to go down that one. £135. Dead end. God damn it. Oh, did you get it up? How many parts you got left over? How many extra parts? Man, it's getting hot here. Camping sucks. I don't know why I like driving so much. I look for an excuse to drive anywhere. I got the worst fucking brisket yesterday in the world. I was asking for it though. I get talking to this guy, I ask him a few questions. And this is where I fucked up. He said, I don't even smoke my brisket. And I knew right then, this has got to be some real shit. And then he talked about this grandfather's recipe. And you soak it in fucking bourbon. You fuck with it. And steam it. And jump up and down on it with rubber boots. And I thought maybe this fucker's found a way to like skip smoking for, 8 hours. And it tasted like absolute shit. I mean, that motherfucker should have gave me a refund. Daisy's good. Shawano, that's where they have like a juvenile thing, like where you lock up like criminal teenagers. It's a travesty, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Travesty is an interesting word. I can remember my neighbors got murdered down in Florida. And nobody knew it. And a bunch of their birds died because they weren't getting food and water. It was on Unsolved Mysteries. Moses and Delilah Lull. Bertrand, and Lull was the name. L-A-L-L. Unsolved Mysteries. It was on some other crime shows too. But anyway, I remember a guy giving a lecture on it, and he referenced it being a travesty. And I remember looking up travesty, and I thought it was unfortunate, sad that it happened, but it didn't meet it was the improper use of the word. People do that with ironic a lot too. They think fucking everything's ironic. It's not. Dumb fucks. Nah, fuck liquid smoke. Nah, that's for like make-believe pit masters. I'm a fucking upper echelon. Use no fucking liquid smoke. I don't use any pellets either. I'm a Texas smoker. No fucking thermostats. Just balls out oak, wood, meat, salt and pepper. I incinerate it. Yeah, I do, man. Just fucking. See, now these are the jack pines these birds like to lay their eggs in. Crazy enough. They're wondering why these birds are becoming extinct. Yeah, I raise my hands because the dumb motherfuckers lay their eggs on the ground. What kind of way to evolve is that? You got fucking wings, you fly back and forth to the goddamn Bahamas and you're laying your eggs on the ground in Michigan? No wonder they're dying. Didn't take a damn PhD in animal science to figure that one out. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's what I said. I can't find this fucking place. It's not as big as I thought, though, because I know I'm in the ballpark. American flags. Pavement ends. Yeah, fuck. I don't know where this goddamn place is. What are you trying to do, sir? See, all these trees will eventually get cut down or burned out anyway. So I wouldn't say it's a great loss. I don't know why they would have shut down the expressway where I got off, though. Because the wind was coming out of the northeast, which meant the smoke would have been downwind of the traffic. You'd have thought you would have saw something around there, but I didn't. There's seashells down there in Hilton Head. I didn't see too many of them, though, like in Gulf Shores. Yeah, it was close to. Well, they had 75 shut down, and I'm quite a ways west of that, and I didn't see anything there, so I don't know what the deal is. And they have this all like mowed down. They said 4 miles southwest of the town. So I covered the west. I came up from the south. But really, 3,000 acres isn't that much compared to all this woods. So, it makes sense. I didn't see it. What bars? Where's that PCB? Where is it? Where are you talking about? Thomas Drive? I don't know. Oh, really? 72 to 18 south? Oh, east side of where it burned? I'm trying to think where 18 south comes in out of 72. So, Joe, would it Camp Grayling in the area? See, I was around Camp Grayling, but that's still a big area. Camp Grayling in the area east of 18. See, so I'm north of it now. I'm not sure where do 18 and 72 meet? Do they even meet? Here's Junction 93. Camp Grayling. Go down here. Bye, Simple Life. You party on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going 93 south now. This says Camp Grayling, 3 miles. Yeah, appreciate it. Just tell me which way I need to turn. I knew I was around. They said 3 miles south of town, southwest. Actually, this vehicle was here when I went by before. Mark, you have nice weather up there today? Mark Greethy Boulevard. See, that's Camp Grayling right there. So I don't know whether it's... There's Camp Grayling right there. This is Military Road. Hey Jordan, how you doing? How's it going? Fuck, I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I'm at Military Road 93. Bye, Simple. Yeah, seashells is fun. All right, have a good day, Summer. So where is that in relationship to Military Road 93? Unless Southwest wasn't right. I listen to, like, not much, to be honest with you. I don't really even listen to the radio when I'm driving. I have a drone. I just can't get into them. You can't even fly them. Actually, they made this place a no drone fly area as soon as the fire started. So, Joe, would you say I'm east or west of it at Military and 93? I think I'm going to sign off here and then find it and then sign back on. That's all right.